Hello, I'm Shihara Dias-Bandaranayake. I'm a trainer, teacher, an examiner and a coach for communication skills, English and drama. I normally come to you with Western music lessons. I've uploaded about 10 lessons by now. You can check them in the description box down there. But I thought that I'll stop those lessons for now and then go on with some English lessons. Now this is due to the COVID-19 issue and the lockdown. Now all my students are at home and they can't come for their regular classes, and that's why I thought of doing these lessons for them. And I thought of uploading this to YouTube, thinking that it will help you as well, especially now all of you are at home and you can learn some English. Now I'm going to concentrate on the tenses mainly, the verb tenses. Now I think that is one part of English that everybody gets confused with. So stay tuned with me. I'm going to start with the simple present tense today. Now before going to the simple present tense, I thought of touching on the verb stem because that is where all the verb tenses start. Okay, so this is the starting point. So I'll start with the verb stem. Now what is a verb stem? Now we call the verb stem pure verb, base verb, plain form or simple form. Now wherever you see this, you should identify that they are talking about the verb stem. Now what is the verb stem? It is the simplest or the purest form of the verb. Right. දැන් verb කියන්නේ ක්‍රියාපදයකට. දැන් මේ ක්‍රියාපදයේ සරලම අවස්ථාව තමයි මේ verb stem කියන්නේ. Now for example, run, hop, eat, catch, kneel, dance, all of them are the simplest form of a verb, isn't it? මේ ක්‍රියාපදයේ සරලම අවස්ථාවනේ run, දුවන්න, hop, eat, catch. ඒක ක්‍රියාපදයේ සරලම අවස්ථාව. Not ran, eaten, will hop, kneeling, dancing, danced. No, not all of these, because these are not the purest form. සරලම අවස්ථානේ මේවා. මේවට එක එක ඒවා එකතු වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. Now we'll see how to understand this verb stem. Right? Now the verb stem is similar to a flower stem. මල් නටුව තියෙන්නේ. ඒකට ගොඩක් සමානයි. හරි, අපි බලමු ඒක කොහොමද සමාන වෙන්නේ කියලා. Now see, the verb stem is the simplest form and then it's just like the flower stem. Now see, ඔන්න නටුව. Right? ඔන්න මේ නටුව මොන මලේද කියලා අපිට හිතා ගන්න පුළුවන්ද? නටුව විතරක් දුන්නොත් අපිට හොයා ගන්න බෑ මොන මලද කියලා. නේද? Right. Now let's add a rose. Shall we add a rose here? Yes, sorry. Yes. Now it's a rose flower stem. Now we know what flower stem it is. It's a rose flower stem. Now we go on to the next one. Let's add a daisy. Now it's a daisy flower stem. So just like that, the stem can be the stem of a rose or a daisy, but the stem doesn't change form. It's fixed. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ stem එක නේද? මේක වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මල වෙනස් වුණාට stem එක මේ නටුව වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ කියන එකයි කියන්නේ. So just like that, the verb stem will not change form. The verb stem will not change form. But according to the tense, it will take different shapes like the rose or the daisy. Now look at these examples. Now we'll just think, right? We'll take the flower example here. The verb stem can be the flower stem. The various shapes of the flower stem can be rose, daisy or orchid. Just like that, the verb stem here is run. But the various shapes of that verb stem can be running, ran, will run, and etc. Then eat eating, ate, eaten, will eat, etc. Drink, drank, drunk, drinking, will drink, and etc. So this is how the verb stem works. Now normally a verb, the base, right, a verb base form, right, a verb's base form is what appears in the dictionary entry. Yes. So you see, run කියලා මෙහෙම තමයි dictionary එකේ තියෙන්නේ. අපි dictionary එකෙන් හොයන්න යනවා නම් verb එකක්. එතකොට මේ run කියන එක තමයි අපි බලන්න ඕනේ. අපි ඒකේ verb stem එක තමයි හොයාගෙන යන්න ඕනේ. වෙන වෙන forms වලින් තියෙන්නේ නැහැ dictionary එකෙන් හොයන්න යනකොට. ඒක ගැන විස්තර තියෙන්නේ පස්සේ. ඒ අනිත් forms ඒ කියන්නේ past tense ද, past participle ද, ඔය සේරම තියෙන්නේ ඊට පස්සුව. Talk about the simple present tense. Now, as soon as you see the words do or does, you should identify that this sentence or question is in simple present tense. Now, first we'll talk about the timeline so that it will be easy for you to understand why we use simple present tense for certain instances. Now, this is the timeline with past, present and future. Now the simple present tense is used here, okay? It's not fixed in one time. මේ simple present tense එක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ මේ timeline එක දිගේ මේ විදිහට. දැන් මොකද්ද මේකේ තේරුම? What's the meaning? We normally use simple present tense for actions that are true or for actions that we do regularly. Regularly කියන්නේ හැමදාම එක විදිහටම අපි කරන actions තියෙන්නේ. Every day we wake up in the morning, is it? That's an action we do every day. Then we might go to school or we might do a job. And then of course the sun rises, is it? So these are truths and these are facts. These are actions that we do regularly. So because of that we show it in the timeline like this. Now we'll go on to the table. Now this is how the simple present tense work. Now these are the persons in English. There's I, you, he, she, it, and there are plurals we, you, they. Now in the simple present tense we use the verb tense. See, I drink, you drink, but here for he, she, it we add an S. He drinks, she drinks, it drinks. And again we use only the verb stem. We drink, you drink, they drink. Then if we are talking about the negative sentence, negative means no, nah, right? I don't drink. ඔන්න මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ මෙතන මේ do does. Do එකේ negative එක don't. I don't drink, you don't drink, he doesn't drink. දැන් මෙතන තිබ්බ S එක මෙතනට ආවා. Doesn't drink, she doesn't drink, it doesn't drink, we don't drink, you don't drink, they don't drink. Then again, when it comes to the question form, do I drink, do you drink, does he drink? දැන් මෙතන doesn't ආවා. ඒ වුණාට මෙතනට does එන්නේ. Does he drink, does she drink, does it drink, do we drink, do you drink, do they drink? So this table, it's better if you can keep it in mind, okay, because this is how it works. This is the theory behind the simple present tense. So I don't know whether it's practical to keep all of this in mind when you're practically talking, okay, but keeping this in mind will really help you. Especially now for my students, it will help you when you're doing your exams. Now we'll go on. Okay, there are like some things that you have to remember, little things. Use the verb stem. Yes, here you have to use the verb stem. I drink, so that is the verb stem. I don't drink. Do I drink? So this is the verb stem. ඒකට වෙන මුකුත් එකතු වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Then you have to add S or ES for the third person. So third person means he, she, it. ඒගොල්ලෝ තමයි මේ third person කියන්නේ. So he drinks, she drinks, it drinks. එතකොට ඒකෙම negative එක යනවා. He doesn't drink, she doesn't drink, it doesn't drink. එතකොට ඒකෙම question එක යනවා. Does he drink, does she drink, does it drink. දැන් බලන්න මේ තුන් දෙනා තමයි වෙනස් වෙන්නේ අනිත් හැමෝටම වඩා. Right? So you have to keep that in mind. Then of course another little thing that you have to remember is add IES for words that end with Y. So again for third person, right? So මෙතන carry වගේ වචනයක් තිබුණොත් carries CARRIES කියලා ලියන්න ඕනේ. Right. Now the next thing that is important for us to look at when doing these tenses is the practical uses of them, right? It's uses that we learn a tense and we forget how to use it. Okay, it's useless. So that is why we have to go through the practical uses of this tense. Now the first use is to describe habits and regular actions. For example, I run fast. අපි කියන්නේ I running fast කියලා කියන්නේ නෑ. I run fast. I go to school every Monday. Like that. Then the other one is true statements or questioning about the truth that the speaker believes. For example, Gayan's eyes are blue. Now that's a true statement and everybody knows that. Okay. But then you can ask, do you think ghosts are real? Now, do you think? Okay. That is in simple present tense, right? So these are truths and we are questioning. We can question truths using the simple present tense. Then generalized statements ඒ කියන්නේ අපි දන්න statements තියෙනවනේ හැමදාම ඇත්ත වෙන ඒවා නේද? ඒ කියන්නේ catch mice දැන් ඕක වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ මේ ලෝකේ පවතින තුරාවටම ඕක තියෙනවා නේද? Colombo is always busy. Oh, ඉතින් ඒක හැමදාම එහෙමනේ නේද? So for that we can use the simple present tense. Then scheduled events in the future. දැන් මේ future tense එක නෙමෙයි අපිට මේකත් පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන් simple present tense එකත් පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන් future එක ගැන කතා කරන්න අනාගතය ගැන කතා කරන්න. For example, at what time does the movie start? Or the bus leaves at 12 p.m. So we do use it in simple present tense, right? Practically we do use the simple present tense to talk about the future. Then of course expressing future times with conjunctions such as when, after, if, before. මේ වචන දැක්කම මේ වචන තිබ්බහම අපිට පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන් simple present tense එක. If you study hard, you will pass the exam. ඒ විදිහට අපිට simple present tense එක පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. Then instructions or demonstrations or directions. Now this is one very interesting and important use of the simple present tense. We'll see why it is, okay? In the next few slides, we'll see why it is so important. Example, first wash the fruits. Yes, then you can peel them and after that, cut them to make a fruit salad. Okay. Let's now see how we practically use the simple present tense in dialogues. Hello, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. So, what's your name? I'm Dominique. What about you? I'm Little. Oh, nice to meet you, Little. Nice to meet you, Dominique. So, what do you do? Here comes the simple present tense. Now, all of this until here was to do with another grammar structure, which is like what we do in the beginning, right? Now, since I'm doing this for my students, I didn't cover that part. That is verb to be. There we learn that we have to say I am, you are, he is, she is, it is, we are, you are, they are, and so on. So now only we get into the simple present tense. See? So what do you do? I'm an accountant. I finalize monthly management accounts. I finalize. Now that is a verb, and it's the verb stem. That means it's in simple present tense. And why do we use simple present tense here? It's because we are talking about regular actions. හැමදාම කරන දෙයක් නේද මේක. එයා accountant කෙනෙක් නම් එයා හැමදාම monthly accounts හරි හැම මාසෙම හරි නේ regular. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක හැමදාම වෙන්න ඕනයි කියලා එකක් නැහැ. හැම මාසෙම හරි හැම දවස් දෙකෙන් දෙකට හරි මොකක් හරි ක්‍රමයකටනේ එයාගේ job එක කරන්නේ. අනිත් එක එයාගේ job එක හැමදාම කරනවානේ නේද? එක දවසකින් නවතින්නේ නැහැ. දැන ඒ කියන්නේ එයා දැනට එයා ඒක නවත්තන්නේ නැහැ කියලා හිතාගෙන තමයි එයා කතා කරන්නේ. මේ හින්දා එයා කියනවා I finalize monthly management accounts. Oh wow. So where do you work? Where do you work? Again, we assume that she is working every day and then we ask where do you work? I work at ABC company. I am working at කියලා කියන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි දැන් මේක හැමදාම අපි කරන දෙයක් හින්දා maybe මේ කවුද ඩොමිනික් හැමදාම කරන දෙයක් හින්දා එයා I work at කියලා කියනවා. ඔන්න I am work at කියලා කියන්න බෑ. That is wrong English. You say I work at ABC company. What do you do? What do they do? ඒගොල්ලෝ මොනවද කරන්නේ? They manufacture face masks. Okay, so because of these days, now these days it's very popular. Face masks are very popular. So anyway, they manufacture face masks. They manufacture means they do it regularly. And that's their business. That's great. So, do you drive to work? Do you drive to work? Do you drive? Do you drive is in simple present tense because she assumes or literally assumes that Dominique drives every day, regularly. No, I go in the train. So see, she goes in the train. Simple present tense, every day. At about what time do you leave home in the morning? At about what time do you leave home in the morning? At about what time do you leave? Do you leave? The verb is leave. And they use it in simple present tense. Why? Because this person leaves every morning. I leave at about 6 a.m. I leave. I leave. That is in simple present tense. Because the person leaves every day at 6. Regular actions. So what about your family? I'm married and I have 2 children. Both of them go to school. They go to Sunshine International School. My husband works at EFG company as an engineer. Now you see she is first talking about her children and she says both of them on they කියන ගණයට තමයි මේක they go to school. Both of them go to school. They go to Sunshine International School. They are going to කියලා කියන්නත් පුළුවන්. හැබැයි දැන් මේක හැමදාම ඒගොල්ලෝ කරන වැඩක් හින්දා they go to කියන්නත් පුළුවන්. They go to Sunshine International School. My husband works. Okay, my husband is third person. Right? He works. ඔන්න S එක ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා මෙතනට. He work කියන්න බෑ. My husband work at කියන්න බෑ. My husband works at EFG company as an engineer. Oh, really? I have a friend in EFG. His name is Kamal. I think they work together. I have a friend in EFG. His name is Kamal. I think they work together. The verb is work. So, she uses it in simple present tense because Kamal and Dominique's husband works together every day, regularly. Oh yes, I know Kamal. They work together. They work together. Simple present tense. They work. They work. since they work every day together or regularly together හැමදාම වැඩ කරනවානේ ඒගොල්ලෝ එකට නේ එතකොට simple present tense ඕනේ they are work කියන්න බෑ they are work කියන්න බෑ නම් they are working කියලා කියන්න ඕනේ හැබැයි මෙතනදී අපි ගමු ඒක simple present tense විදියට මොකද මේගොල්ලෝ හැමදාම වැඩ කරන්නේ එකට So do your children engage in any extracurricular activities? Yes, of course. My elder girl, Nishani, plays netball. And my younger girl, Priscilla, plays chess. My elder girl, Nishani, plays netball. දැක්කනේ the third person plays ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන හැටි නේ s එක එකතු වෙලා තියෙනවා එතනට third person නිසා Nishani කියන්නේ she වලට අයත් වෙන නාමපදයක් ඒක. එතකොට එයා Nishani plays. Priscilla also plays. Is it? Because Priscilla is third person. And we use the simple present tense here because they do it regularly. හැමදාම කරන හින්දා. Wonderful. See you soon. Bye. Bye. Okay. So this is actually not a perfect dialogue, okay? But then I've just used this dialogue to make you understand why we use simple present tense for regular actions that we do. Next, we'll go on to one of the most important uses of the simple present tense, directions and demonstrations. Okay, now this is my favorite food, macarons. And they look yummy, isn't it? Okay, so now if you go through the internet, if you Google recipes, you'll find thousands of millions of recipes for macarons. And however much you go through the internet, you will find all these recipes in the simple present tense. Why? They give us directions of how to make your favorite food. Right, we'll see. Make the macarons. In the bowl of a food processor, combine. Now see, that's the verb. But see, it's in the verb stem. That means it's in simple present tense. Combine the powdered sugar, almond, flour, and half a teaspoon of salt and process on low speed until extra fine. So you see all these verbs are in the verb stem. They have used the verb stem. Hence, it's in simple present tense. And why is it in simple present tense? Because all these recipes give direction. All these recipes demonstrate how to make food. And we go on to see whether... Okay, now see, there are 17 sentences about how or steps about how to make macaroons. දැන් මෙතන 17ක් තියෙනවා නේද? ඔය 17ම ලියලා තියෙන්නේ බලන්න simple present tense එකෙන් නේද කියලා. හිමින් ඔයගොල්ලෝ කියවලා බලන්න. And the vanilla add the vanilla and beat until incorporated. Add the food coloring and beat until just combine. Add දැක්ක නේද සේරම තියෙන්නේ simple present tense එකෙන් transfer the macaron batter then place 4 dots tap the baking sheet let the macaron sit preheat the oven ඔය සේරම තියෙන්නේ simple present tense එකෙන් නේද bake the macarons නේ baking the macaron baked the macaron have baked the macaron එහෙම කියන්නේ නෑනේ baking එහෙම නෑනේ මේ සේරම තියෙන්නේ simple present tense එකෙන්. ඉතින් මෙච්චර steps තිබිලත් නේද? ඔය මුළු වාක්‍ය සේරම ලියලා තියෙන්නේ simple present tense එකෙන්. So do you see how the simple present tense really helps us when doing demonstrations? And when we do demonstrations, we have to use the simple present tense. And that is the only way to do a demonstration. Now we'll see about the use of present tense, simple present tense in the business environment. Now, we use it in the same form. There's no difference. And it's the same set of users. For example, for practical demonstrations on how a machine works, or how to prepare an account, or how to write an email, or how to prepare a report, all of those are said or demonstrated using the simple present tense. For example, now if you are talking about a machine, first you have to switch on the machine and then fill oil to this part or something. Then into this part, Then first prepare the debtor's account, and then you can go on saying what you have to do. Okay. And then we can see about how they fare or something. So I have not written anything there. I'm just leaving it for your imagination. And number 2, to discuss figures related to facts only, because normally when we talk about financials, or if we talk about graphs and pie charts, typically we use the perfect tenses. But here, if you are talking about facts, for example, 90% of people in Sri Lanka use face masks. Now this is a truth that they have found out. Okay, and this happens every day these days, particularly. So 90% of people now, if you're if you're going to bring a business proposal to your organization about face masks, then you can use this. 90% of people in Sri Lanka use face masks. But if you say they used face masks, then obviously the business proposal that you are bringing is null and void. Why? That means they are not using it now anymore. Okay, so that is why you have to use the simple present tense to bring the correct meaning out. Otherwise, your business proposal will be taken off. Right. Number 3, to give directions or instructions, I need the debtor's analysis first. We should see how they fare and then decide our action plan. You see, now if you are the boss, okay, you tell people what to do, isn't it? You instruct them. You give directions, you give orders. So you first say, I need it. I need. Simple present tense. We should see how they fare and then decide. Yes, all of them are in simple present tense. So in the business arena, we use the simple present tense like this, and we have to be careful in using grammar, especially in the business arena, because, it talks about time a lot, isn't it? Now, when we talk about face masks, it's very important that you say the correct detail about face masks. Otherwise, your business proposals or whatever that you discuss will have no meaning. So that is why it's very important to use the correct grammar structure in your business meetings. Now, these are some of the instances that we use the present tense, but not so much. And theoretically, it's kind of wrong to use the simple present tense at these moments, at these instances, but then practically we do use it. Okay, so there's a little bit of a problem with theory and practice here. Okay, a little conflict with it. Okay, right. So now, for example, the first instance, as I've showed here, is when somebody when you really like someone and you are relating a story regarding that. Now, for example, you tell about somebody to your friend. Okay, so you say, you know what? He comes near me and then he sits down and he says that he likes my hair. Okay, so now you're really excited, and then you tend to use the simple present tense to relate that story. And of course, the other instance that we normally see people using the simple present tense is, which is not theoretically correct, is cricket commentaries, right? So the commentator goes on saying, now Kasun Silva is ready to go. Here he comes. So you see, they are all in simple present tense. Yes, it's a massive shot and the ball goes straight to the boundary. Something like that. Okay, so again, it's that this commentator is trying to build up a little intensity, right? So we do use this simple present tense during these instances as well, although theoretically it doesn't seem right, because theoretically we'll have to use the simple present continuous tense if we are retelling a story that's happening now. Now in the first instance we should use the simple past tense, but no, we use the simple present tense because we are so excited. Okay, and then when it comes to the next scenario with the cricket commentary, typically we should use the simple present continuous tense because it's happening right now, but then practically we can use it in the simple present tense as well. So these are practical uses, and theoretically they might seem a bit odd, but then practically we do use the simple present tense for these instances as well. This is assignment number 1, and what I want you to do is to read this passage well and then tell it to me when we start our online classes. Okay, you have to read this well and then retell it to me when we start our classes. So that's assignment number 1. Now this is assignment number 2, and what I want you to do is to listen to the following passage and retell it to me when we start our online classes. Now listen to this well. You can listen to it twice and then retell it to me. Tom's job. Tom works at a bank. He is the manager. He starts work every day at 8 a.m. He finishes work every day at 6 p.m. He lives very close to the bank. He walks to work every day. His brother and sister also work at the bank, but they do not live close to the bank. They drive cars to work. They start work at 9 a.m. In the bank, Tom is the boss. He helps all the workers and tells them what to do. He likes his job. He is also very good at his job. Many customers like Tom, and they say hello to him when they come to the bank. Tom likes to talk to the customers and make them feel happy. Tom really likes his job. Now this is assignment number 3, and what you have to do is to create a presentation related to a demonstration of your choice. So you can tell me how to make your favorite food. Okay, so you'll have to give me a step-by-step demonstration of how to do it. Okay, or you can talk about how a specific machine works. Okay, and if you are in my adult class, you can give directions like this, like tell me about a process, like how to be a billionaire or something, or how to invest your money wisely. Okay, so it's invest your money, sorry. Right, so you'll have to do it and give it to me, or maybe you can send videos, or when we do our online lessons, you can present it. This marks the end of today's lesson of the simple present tense. Join me next week with the simple past tense. Thank you for watching and have a pleasant weekend. See you next week. Bye.